Hi there, thanks for joining us on this December 9th. Today we're going to read about the common loon. First, there's an interesting comment from Ernesto Cardenal, who was a Nicaraguan priest, poet and writer from 1925 through 2020. He says, "The whole creation cries to us penetratingly with a great cry about the existence and the beauty and the love of God. In all of nature we find God's initials, and all of God's creatures are God's love letters to us." Isn't that nice? So the common loon. Most days in December, the northern lakes where I grew up chop and slap and slosh. But an eerie music is missing. It's as if the ancient shamans have quit their ritual chants and left the circle to the shuffles and mumbles of onlookers. Glossy black above, white beneath, glinting in white banded necklaces, chin straps and dappled robes, common loons glided on the lakes from May to October, piercing souls with their calls. The striking plumage, the calls, all in spring and summer, is in service of offspring. In early spring, loons put on their black and white ritual dress to woo mates and to warn off rivals. The males rise up in the water, beating their heavy wings, yodeling, signaling, "This is my mate, my lake, my nest, my chick," ready to press that insistence to the death. If an adversary approaches any of these, he seems to laugh, manic with alarm. If a mate or chick drifts too far, the partner or parent will wail, "Here, come here." 10 million years before any human heard them, loons shivered the lakes with their calls. But by early September they prepare for another life. Surviving chicks have grown to independence. Adults, freed from the need to mate and ever defend one's own, shed their bold identity. They let the spectacular feathers fall away to be replaced by plain grey. Through the fall they gather and swim in peaceable flocks, former rivals and all, feeding communally. They give up their piercing calls for gentle hoots, to bond with and assure each other, "I'm here, we're here." Together they were gathering strength. When ice began to crackle the lake edges, the adults set out on an arduous journey. Built heavy and solid-boned for deep diving, loons have to flap their stout wings continuously, 250 times every minute, to stay aloft. No missing even a single beat, not for 700 or 800 miles. Their young were not with them. Juveniles lingered on their birth lakes and set out later, small groups of them alone, left to an inner guide to pilot them to a place they've never been. All who are strong enough to survive the trip are floating now along the Atlantic coast. Regrouped, they're resting, regaining strength. There's yet another exertion to come, one of a different order and more threatening. In late winter, the 22 flight feathers that carried each bird here will all drop out at once. Then if they try to fly, they fall. They swim slowly as their bodies siphon energy into the growing of all new flight feathers. Their bold and brilliant summer selves have vanished. Adrift, winter loons go silent. These are not the breathtaking, thrilling birds we looked and listened for all spring and summer. These are merely grey birds, bobbing on the grey ocean waves, vulnerable and small. Do they remember who they were a season ago, or imagine who they might be in the next? They give no sign. They ride the waves, hushed, nearly invisible. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you listening in. We'd love it if you would give us a thumbs up and subscribe below. And we'll see you next time. Bye.